Where did I put that? Good early evening. I have about 20 minutes to spare. Gosh, with my leftover lipstick, it's all good. It's all freaking good, let me tell you. I did not eat anything really this morning other than half of a garlic naan and just some crackers right now, some sour Skittles, 2 chocolates, some coffee, and some water. That was all for the sake of trying to be at work on time, thinking I was going to have time for my shower and all this and that. Silly. I need to manage my time better. Because, as you know, like I couldn't really go to sleep. I don't know, I had trouble sleeping. Yeah, things just collected. So that was kind of my bad, but you know, it's fine. I was still 3 minutes late, 2 to 3 minutes late, but of course you don't really count yourself as 2 to 3 minutes late if you don't clock out on the exact timing. So whatever's. I guess if I am going to be 2 to 3 minutes late, why not be 6 minutes late and just grab something? You know, just weigh it out. Weigh out what you got. So, sometimes that happens in life. And anyway, angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages, my chakras, my auras, my space, the usual. So we're doing a quick vibe check, and what came out, what Spirit decided to bestow us with, is the Justice card in reversal. So that's interesting, isn't it? I found it to be interesting. Like, what does that mean, huh? What are you trying to say, Spirit? What does that mean? Is that a foreboding? Let me tell you. Or things loading, being weighed out. Like, I'm always on this edge. Whenever I become employed now by others, this is what popped up, the Queen of Pentacles. That's fantastic. On the inbox, still marketable, still profitable, still banging, and still lovable. Still loving and lovable. But it's like, I that's funny. I was going to say what I was going to say, and then this popped out. So I'm always like on this verge, this scale, like figuring out, especially with how things have gone, like whether or not somebody's going to dump me, whether or not somebody, like, how do I say it? Especially in the professional arena, I've been on that scale, like in my personal life, with a 20 some odd year relationship. So it's like, it's no wonder, like, it's not that I'm paranoid. It's like, I just know how cutting the world can be. And I know that there's that possibility. So I'm never that, I never put all my belief eggs in one basket to, as of recently, to be like, oh yeah, that's gonna be a forever thing. I just don't. I just know. 10 of Cups in reverse, and it is on my doing side. But things are bound to turn up for me. It's just like, I have to be very discerning of where that's coming from, where I allot that to mentally, emotionally, like however I invest in, wherever my belief goes, that's where extra protection is. So I'm very reluctant to put in my final answer on where that's coming from. Because if, like, with Spirit, I can definitely say, yeah, Spirit's like got me down pat. It's all good. I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever when it comes to Spirit showing up for me. But I gotta see. So Justice is coming through. And I think it's gonna be like, it's gonna change my perception of this new endeavor. I wouldn't be saying such a thing if I didn't really, like, if there wasn't belief behind it. So I think Spirit has urged me enough to be like, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. Better than okay. It's awesome. So, okay. What came through is a special invitation. And then what slid on top of the Justice card was the Empress in reversal, the High Priestess, Three of Swords in reverse, and a Four of Swords or Four of Wands in reverse. So there's an absolute knowing and ownership in this. It's time to take a stand. That's what they're saying for the Empress. It's time to take a stand, ownership on what you absolutely know. See, it's like she's sitting down, like, so it's time to take a stand, and with your knowing, and there's something about like a severance package of something that was once before. So the things that I said goodbye to are very much like depicting roots. Like you established roots, Tina, and that came from like the heartbreak, that like lots of disappointments, etc. whatsoever. But with that severing of ties, and it's like you cut a tree down to its base. It still has its roots. There's still much that can grow from it, and it's still existing. It's still communicating with the rest of sentience that are rooted as well. So I don't think a lot of people realize that once you sever it, it's not fully dead. It's still existing. So it's still speaking to the rest of what's going on. So yeah. So with that, there's like a silver lining with Mother Nature, in the fact that what do we want to say about that? A severance package is about receiving benefits after the fact, and there are things that are not necessarily physical in its nature, but like this packet, like this golden packet of tribal knowledge established. Okay, so you include those dynamics in the navigation of your orientation package for the new thing. So this is good. This is very, very good. Especially, gosh, I forgot that I got the invite here. I don't know. They keep saying I'm getting a special invite. Some of this stuff has been etheric. It has been etheric, but there's something more. There's something more. There's more than one invite. Oh yeah. And it's to be found out. Yeah. TBA basically. Yeah, that's what it is. To be announced. And I don't know if it's to be discussed, because I really feel like this thing, especially with all these surrounding cards, has already been discussed. Has already been discussed behind closed doors. There have been several discussions, obviously just more than one here. And I'm hearing several figureheads. Yeah, I'm seeing like 3 or 4 here. At least, yeah. So what showed up? The Devil card facing the 7 of Wands in reverse. So they're saying... Actually, wait a minute. Hold on. there's something going on that's like on the low, like an undercurrent, like of an aggression point. That's what I'm getting. Like the undercurrents, it's like a tide pool, not a tide pool. I forget what you call it. But the undercurrent is very, very, very strong with the Devil card coming in here, and the Seven of Wands. It's definitely saying, like, on the low, the undercurrent is very like there's a lot of pull there. That's what they're saying. There's a lot of pull. Okay. Nine of Wands again. So continue to show up, whether you're on time, 3 minutes, 9 minutes, whatever, you know, you're showing up, Tina, okay? And you show up as best as you can. There are certain life occurrences that happen, and you are absolutely fair within your giving. So you always try to create balance wherever you go. Sometimes you overgive. So that is exactly what's applied to this particular arena. And not to like be too hard on yourself on that, you know. If we were to be very nitpicky about the standards of professionalism on a bilateral basis, then there would be a lot to say on a multi-angular basis, not just bilateral. So just hold your tongue, okay, and be proud of what you deliver, because it's like when it comes to spirituality, everything is on point, on time. Divine timing is exact. So even if you're running a little late because of this or that, that was meant to happen. So give yourself some slack on that, Tina. And yeah, that's what they're saying here. Because like, what's the worst that can happen? Okay, knowing that I am a cut above what they had before, at least more than one cut above what they had before, with only like a few weeks in. Knowing that, okay, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna like get somebody else? Because like I'm not the one to take advantage of those measures, but it's understanding like, what's the worst that can happen? If you have to like grab a meal because you're running late because of this and that, you're not going to be like half an hour late because you wanted to go bougie and get like a cup of coffee and this and that. No, like you're being humble. You're like trying to be responsible with your stuff, you know, with how things are going in life for you. So I don't know, man. Am I being too loose, Spirit? Am I being too willy-nilly? You tell me. We have Judgment card. You know, there's a lot of willy-nilliness in the arena. That's what's showing me. Like, you know, it's like the sheets have been pulled. You see? Like freaking orgy. So it, like, don't be too hard on yourself, Tina, because you're stressing over like the 3 to 5 minute rule thing. Just like that professional, like just being pristine. And it's like, no, dude, there are a lot more things to point the finger at. But, you know, the Emperor is here right after that, you know? So Spirit is watching, like, everything. Like, the big guns, whoever the big guns are, they're watching. Whether that's already in the arena or, like, affiliated, like, externally affiliated with it. They are watching. They're doing their thing, and they're watching. So 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Cups, and then the Page of Swords. So this is going to be a learning experience where you just kind of like, there's patrons. Oh my gosh, there's patrons and learners here. What did we even ask? Oh, like, are you, am I being too hard on myself? Am I like, being too loose on this? I think, no. They're patrons, supporters, learners. There's a lot of hidden gems here. And it's not perfect. Let me tell you that. It's not perfect. So none of these cards depict looseness, like a lack of care. That's 100% true. That's 100% true with these cards. There's interest, a positive interest in here, and therefore or foreseeing increase with that type of attitude. Because, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, I gotta go pretty soon. So bottom of the deck is Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and something's peeking out from the bottom. It's the World card. Excellent. So closing out cycles, but this is in a way like you... Oh, so that's the end of discussion here. That's what it's saying. Because, like, the Knight of Pentacles dropped the biggest pentacle. The biggest, like, what is it? The end games, basically? I think that's what they're telling me. Like, dropped the biggest pentacle, like, delivered it, which is the World card. Do you see that? So, and in upright. It's not in transitioning. It's like, hey, this is already done. It's already delivered. The message is already, like, this is the final draft. And then there you go. So some of you are script writers, too, or, yeah, something of that. Composers of some sort. And so it's like that final delivery, that final draft, kind of like moded. You thought you thought I had only like the draft, or, you know, like the ideation of it, but it's done. And that's talent right there, as well as tact. You save your breath, and you deliver your points accordingly. You're fair with them. It might not be like in like the prettiest manner of formation, but it's there and it's done. And, like, you know, you don't even have to second guess efficiency. It's already delivered on a platter. So it's like, what can you say? Like, how can you dispute something that's accurate and complete, therefore complete? So that's what they're saying here. And it's messaging. So top of the deck is Temperance. Yeah, that dude, sit and chill. It's good. This is good. All right, so those are the quick vibes of the now. Oh, hi. And then that's it. So all right. So thank you for all donations provided in light and love. They are just appreciated. Now that this reading is officially over, upon closing all portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with that sequence of rollout. In light and love, I close these portals in this reading. Now.